Edward Williams, Sovereign Media and Publications. We are here at Bulls, Bears, and the Ballot Box, the book signing, and I'm standing here with Rosalind Foulks, who was very vocal in some of her opinions in terms of the book. So tell me a little bit about your experience, Rosalind.
Well, I heard about Bulls, Bear, and the Ballot Box on two different shows on WDBZ, 12:30 a.m. here in Cincinnati, and I was intrigued with the basic analysis that came from two financial experts, that the stock market and the economy generally did better under Democratic administrations that they had traced over the last, I believe, 75 or 80 years than Republican. And something fundamentally resonated in my mind when I heard them, the authors Bob Dietrich and Lou Goldfarb, over the air. So I came and was pleasantly informed by a lot of their analysis, and I think that this book is something that should be required reading of everyone, whether your opinions are on the left, the right, or in the middle. I think it challenges conventional wisdom that because a person has business background that they automatically make a better public servant. Clearly that kind of background can make a contribution, but it should not be, I think, overrated as opposed to other kinds of backgrounds that can make a contribution to government, because I personally believe that businesses not necessarily prepare one to effectively manage government, and I'm glad that point came out in the discussion with the authors and the audience today. And I think that that has been a value that has been too easily passed along as gospel over too many years and been accepted by too many people. Business is business and government is government, and certainly there's some efficiencies in the public sector that may derive from the private sector world, but government is unique. And I think that what's very interesting and I haven't read the book yet, I'm very eager to get it, but what the authors brought out is that in their own analysis of the stock market and also public servants who were making decisions at the national level going all the way back to the Great Depression, that you had Republicans who were willing to cooperate with Democrats and supported government intervention in order to stimulate the economy, get people working. And my number one value as a voting citizen is that the government invests more in job creation and job training. Very specific. That's a bottom line for me. I would even like to see another stimulus package, because I think there's been a lot of confusion about the effectiveness of the stimulus package. I think that President Obama, in his interest in working with Republicans, gave up too much during that negotiation process, and I think that the stimulus could have been more effective had it not been overloaded with tax cuts that really did not have a direct impact on people like myself in the middle class and others. And I think the economy would have done a lot better and come back a lot stronger over the last 3 years had there been more government money, and if if the stimulus package had been larger and if there was more money circulating in the economy, because right now I just think that we're somewhat living the legacy of people just blindly believing in bipartisanship. It's a good thing when you've got people who are on both sides are interested in doing something for the country. But it seems that, at least on the right, the Republicans and the conservatives are too concerned about winning an election rather than helping the American people. So I think this is a very timely book, because these gentlemen, based on their background in finance, you wouldn't ordinarily think that their objective research would result in an outcome or an analysis that would prove that the American stock market has done better under Democratic administrations, Democratic presidents over the last 80 years than Republicans. So I'm really thrilled. I'm going to start reading it as soon as I get home.
Awesome.